When I talk about building high-performing team, right, in the garment production environment, especially the mass garment production environment, it takes a lot of dedication, right? So understanding what it takes in this regard. For example, at Garment Consult, the first thing we do, right, in this regard, is to ensure we employ quality staff, right? So when I say quality staff, in the sense that yes, there's a recruitment process that our staff undergo before they join the organization. That is very key. So we are not looking at how good you are at making garment alone. Like we institution always do, right? You are found worthy in learning and character, right? So aside you being good at what you do, what we take into cognizance again is your character, your behavior, right? Your suitability for the job, right? So that is very key. So aside we taking our recruiter through this rigorous process, then we do what we call training, right? To organize training for our staff, right? And awareness. That is very key. Like I mentioned earlier on, there's when you step into Garment Consult, there are banners in strategic positions. We're talking about our core values, right? So what are our core values? What are our missions? What is our mission? What's our vision for the company? They talk about what safety, right? Talk about quality. All these things you see them. So apart from you being trained, you are being aware of the environment you are. How you need to put in your best. That is very key, right? So number 3 is putting the right what's it called? Performance appraiser in place, right? So you have to appraise the performance of our staff. That is very key. So we have a standardized process in this regard where every staff is being appraised, right, on a monthly basis. So you have what we call the one-on-one, right? One-on-one in the sense that yes, the manager and the subordinates come together where they rub minds together. So areas where the subordinate is failing or where he or she needs to improve upon, this is being talked about and discussed, right? So the manager helps the subordinate to grow. That is very, very key, right? So the same thing, all right, because a 360-degree appraisal whereby the subordinates to, right, can discuss something that he or she is not pleased with regarding the way the manager is handling her affair, right? So, and this is going to be constructive in the sense that both parties look at it together holistically and come with a better solution. So it's not a way to wish on anybody. It's just a 360 feedback whereby the subordinate can speak to the manager, constructive manner, but to look into it and say, okay, fine, maybe we can, in terms of maybe improving the process, that's something. So appraiser is being put in place. I've mentioned this, the third one. The first one is training and awareness is being put in place. The first one is the rigorous recruitment process. Second one is training and awareness creation. That is very key. The third one is talking about appraiser. We've put in place, right? So that in that appraisal, we have what we call the one-on-one assessment, whereby a monthly one-on-one, whereby the manager helps the subordinates, right, or the reporting lines to grow, right? While at the same time, the manager to get feedback on the way he or she is managing. So this where the city improvement, that is very key. Then not forgetting this very, very important one, talking about what your incentives, right? So incentives is very key. Welfare is very key, right? You don't expect to get the best out of your staff when there's no proper welfare. So in terms of health insurance, right, that is key. In terms of packages, size of salaries, right, getting their salaries on time, right. So then the serene environment where they work in, right, that is very key. You don't expect someone to be productive under a non-conducive environment. It will not happen. So it is maybe garbage in, garbage out. So in that case, we put a good environment. If you come to Garment Consult, see the environment, talk about the good lighting, ventilation, right, then the space, right? So then too, accommodation is key too, right? So someone be living far away, someone living at the highland, you don't expect such people to be commuting on daily basis to the mainland, right? So when we've not had another office in the highland, so which we probably still do very soon anyway. So but you provide accommodation for such a person. So maybe over the weekend, the person now goes home. So that's welfare, right? That is very key. So with all this in place, I think productivity will be enhanced, right? The staff is happy and able to put in the best, all right? Then two, and then not forgetting that yes, the staff is growing. On daily, we have talked about it the other time that when you come in, you may not understand the process, the businesses or the operation of the machine. But when you come in, we put you through, right? And you understand, you have a manual, the Bible that you look through, that the standard operating procedure put in place. And with all this, you grow by the day that you have the one-on-one I mentioned earlier, when you and your manager with direct report, you speak together, you talk about how the process can be improved on a monthly basis. So with this, everybody feels at home, right? So there's nothing like, okay, there's this stereotype, right? No, we give equal, better to everyone. You can speak up, right? Walk up to the manager, walk up to the CEO, speak up and say, okay, fine, this is what I perceive. And we look at it, and we try to ensure that, yes, there's justice, peace, right, and harmony, that it reigns. So that's why part of the awareness we do that in our company. So getting a high productive staff, putting all this in place, I think it's been something that yes, we do at GarmentConsult, and this has been yielding positive fruits for us. And in the past few years, we've approached this. We are not there yet 100%, but this is something that we are improving on a daily basis.